This is the Wiiviewer!
And the LilWiiviewer!
And we're going to review
Mario vs. Donkey Kong, Dipping Stars.
For the WiiU eShop.
And 3DS eShop.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about that, because if you get this game on the Wii U or on the 3DS, you get the other version for free as well.
Which was pretty nice, and I'll say that both versions are pretty much the same.
Which version did you play more of? 3DS version or the Wii U version?
The 3DS version, it's just portable. There's not really a difference, because the 3DS doesn't even have 3D on it, because all of it's on the bottom screen.
You ever played any of these Mario vs. Donkey Kong games?
Yes, a lot of them actually.
This is my first time ever playing one of these.
What did you think?
I thought it was okay. It's not my cup of tea, but I could see why people would enjoy it.
Miniland Mayhem, which was the last game that came out, was one of my favorites. I thought it was just the best. This one was just okay. In the regular mode, you basically don't really have any progression. It's just levels, and then another world. In the regular game, you had a boss fight and key level beforehand. And I know there's a key level in this, but it just didn't feel the same.
So let's talk about the story a little bit, because I'm pretty sure there was one. There was like one split second of a cutscene of Donkey Kong taking somebody.
Yeah, the story is that there is a cutscene, and that is it.
Okay, but what was that cutscene about?
Donkey Kong took Pauline.
Who's Pauline again?
That's the one from the original Donkey Kong.
Oh!
Yeah.
Mario's ex.
Yeah.
Mario cares because...
Reasons?
He wants to still be friends with her. Wait, no, that sounds like a vampire. He wants to sing her blood! No. He wants to stay. Oh, God, I can't even do an Italian accent right now. I guess he wants to still be friends with her. Or maybe he just won't stand around while a huge monkey kidnaps his ex-girlfriend. He kidnapped the same girl that his grandfather kidnapped back in the 80s?
That's just weird.
Wait a minute. Pauline is like an old lady now? Is she
Maybe.
as old as Cranky Kong?
Maybe she's just immortal.
She is a Highlander. You have to chop off her head in order to actually hurt her. So you know what, Mario? She's fine. Donkey Kong's not going to go biting her head off. We've gotten way off topic again.
By the way, the ending cutscene is also just a little scene, and that's it. There isn't even a boss fight.
Every one of the worlds has a boss fight at the end.
No, there isn't even a boss fight. There's like evil mini Mario that
Right, that's the boss fight.
That's not a boss fight. That's just a mechanic. Like the key Mario. Which, by the way, that's new to the game, the evil Marios. Basically, you gotta get your minis to the door at the end of the level. And there's obstacles in the way. And that's pretty much the most basic explanation of the game.
But you also have to get to the door in a certain amount of time. If one person goes in, you only have a few seconds to get them all in.
Yeah, but it's not really that hard, only for the fact that most minis are in a conga line anyway.
Not always. Sometimes you have to get them just right. Some of them might be on one side of the screen, you're on the other, so you have to kind of keep blocking them until they all kind of merge up.
Yeah, and then form a conga line.
Well, it's not as simple as you're making it sound.
Yes, it is.
There was a lot of different elements to the game, like ladders and girders that you can change the direction, and escalators, conveyor belts, blocks you could put in, all kinds of different little things.
There's also like magnets, controllable conveyor belts, which work like girders, controllable pipes, which you can place down.
What'd you think?
Definitely puzzly.
I prefer single player games, but this one was kind of like, they were okay.
It was there just to be a buffer, basically. And it didn't even give you anything other than stars.
The stars can be used to unlock stuff in the level editor. More advanced things you could place into your worlds.
Except, no. Because the things that you can get in the level editor is just a couple game modes and just a couple variant things that you don't start with. So why do this whole star madness where it's like, earning stars gets you better things when the better things don't really matter? I will say that the level editor is pretty good. Basically what the level editor has is basically all of the game's stuff from before, all into one level editor. Which is pretty nice, because sometimes you want to mix elements from different games.
Yeah, and just like Smash Brothers, you can use the touchscreen to basically make what you're going to do. And it was very easy to do.
And you can use pretty much every level in the game can be created through the level editor, which is kind of obvious. They do give you presets, but I ended up deleting them as soon as I saw them because they were pretty boring. And I wanted to make my own levels. I gotta say, the level editor is just all around good. I had no difficulty using it at all. I thought it was just really nice to use.
So the whole point of the level editor is so you could share them on the internet.
I gotta say though, the community in this game is kind of trash. I was pretty excited to start this game and go play community levels, but all there was just levels that give you free stars. Whenever you beat a community level, you get stars as well, and people wanted to give free stars away, so they just made levels that beat themselves.
I didn't run into that at all, with the exception of one. There was this one clever one where you had to shoot upwards and dodge a bunch of fire flowers, and I thought that was kind of cool, so it took me a few tries to do it. I ran into some pretty tough levels, and some very creative ones that took me quite a while to beat, and the ones that I thought were the most creative I gave 5 stars.
Yeah, I just thought that the levels that I saw were either, oh my god, this level's so difficult you can never beat it, hee hee hee, or haha, this level's so easy you get free stars, hee hee hee. And like the levels that were cool, they were cool.
The best part about this is that you can actually somebody's creation, so you can see which one the better ones are by the amount of yas they have. And if you really like the level design, you can tip the guy up to 5 stars.
And it'll give the stars to give him cosmetics.
Right, so he can make better games.
Cosmetically pleasing games.
Mario vs. Donkey Kong, tipping stars. WiiViewer, would you buy, sale, or skip?
I want to say sale, but you also get 2 copies of this game, but they're also the same game, so, Your stuff doesn't get transferred between the two, so they're basically 2 different games. I'm gonna say probably sale? Because I did have fun with this game, especially in the level editor, because I just like using level editors. But it just felt mediocre, especially the single-player experience. The levels were okay, the story was non-existent, and the level editor was great.
I agree with you, it was mediocre. The single-player game was not that great. But the user content areas was fantastic for me. And that was the saving grace of this whole thing. I'm not big on level editors or doing all that other stuff, but I loved seeing what other people could create out of like nothing. So I say when this goes on sale, I think, it'd be worth it. I don't think they'll probably give you 2 copies if it goes on sale. So I just say, wait for it to go on sale. I'm sure it will eventually. Well, that was our review of Mario vs. Donkey Kong, Tippy Stars. Why don't you check out our previous review of Mario Kart DLC and updates.
Or check out a classic review of Donkey Kong Country.
Thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe.